folks, we're back and we are broadcasting from the floor of trade show of Central Minex 2023. What time is it? I'm starting to stumble on my words, getting a little tired. Yes, I am here with two councillors, correct, from the Town of Gander. So the Town of Gander and the Gander and Era Chamber of Commerce are instrumental in making this trade show, this Central Minex trade show happen. So without further ado, I'm going to ask each of the councillors to introduce themselves. Go ahead.
I'm Pollett. I'm a councillor with the Town of Gander. I chair the Community Services and Recreation Department, and I'm co-chairing the 2024 Newfoundland and Labrador Winter Games. Very proud to be here. This is incredible what they've done, and so excellent. Proud to be here.
And we'll come back to you in a second. Sheldon.
So my name is Sheldon. Handcock. I'm a councillor with the Town of Gander. I'm the chair of the Public Safety and Protective Services Committee. I'm on a couple more committees, but previously to being on council, I was actually the chair of the Chamber of Commerce. So it's too bad I was chair during COVID, and nothing like this happened while I was chair. Actually, a lot of businesses shut down.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to see something like this, and big congratulations to the chamber on pulling this thing off.
Well, it's funny, Sheldon, as I was saying to you before we started recording, GaleForceWins was created because of COVID. And in fact, there was a window where we went to Halifax before closures and pulled off our first trade show. This is probably our 6th or 7th trade show, but it's an exciting environment. I've been to a lot of trade shows. This one is busy and it's noisy, so I am struggling a little bit to hear you guys. But Tara, tell us a little bit more about your background. What brought you into the political realm? What did you do prior to becoming councillor?
Well, I'm still employed with the province, with the government of Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm an aircraft dispatcher with the Transportation and Infrastructure Air Services Division, and I'm still working full time. I'm a long-time Ganderite, born and bred, and it was just my time. I volunteered for 15 years with the local figure skating club, and I also volunteered with the hockey club here, the Hockey Association, and I figured it was my time to be on the other side of it and see how things are run, how the municipality was ran, and instead of being on the side of, we need this, we want this, those types of things. I wanted to be on the side where, maybe there's something I can do to facilitate different groups getting the things they need and growing the community. And
that is great. I will tell you, I used to figure skate, and when it wasn't cool enough, I switched over to hockey as a young fella. One guy in the Navy said to me one time, "Jerry, you have $1 million legs and 2-cent hands." I was at a tournament, had 7 breakaways, and never scored on one of them. But anyway, it's not about me.
Right.
Sheldon, what did you do? You were chair of the chamber, so you have a business background. Tell us a little bit about your past.
Yeah, a little bit of a business background. So right now I'm working with National Defence. I'm a civilian. I do IT security work for National Defence, and I also do some consulting work around town. But I joined the chamber a few years ago just as a member, and was nominated to the board of directors, and then a couple of years after that worked my way up through to become the chair on the chamber. So as I said, went through COVID as chair, so things were busy, but busy in a different way. But then after that, I had another councillor stop me on the road after I was done with the chamber, and the councillor said, "You should run for council." So I kind of thought about it and said, I think I could bring some different things to council, and as Tara said, you see change that you'd like for it to happen, but maybe it's time to actively get involved and try to help those things.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to have to admit something. I realized we were doing one-on-one interviews. I added a third person and never turned the third volume up. So, and I'm not sure which person. I probably didn't get great audio. So, my apologies on that. I guess what I will do, Tara, just in case, is get you to introduce yourself again.
Okay.
And then I'll have to do some editing after the fact. So, if you don't mind introducing yourself again.
Not a problem. Tara Pollett, I'm councillor with the Town of Gander, and I'm chairing the Community Services Committee, which is recreation and anything that involves any type of, seniors wellness, all those types of things. I'm so happy to be here. Like, this is incredible. I look around and see the vibe, the buzz, and so many exhibitors here. It's just incredible. I mean, I came in the parking lot, and the parking lot is full. Incredible.
Well, I'm going to say this to you. I had a wedding video business, and someone said to me one time, like, what value do you get out of going to these shows? And I said to that person, I said, well, if I'm a wedding videographer and there's 400 brides going through, how could you not be there?
Yeah, that's right.
I hear this in the industry a lot. Well, I'm not sure what value I got. You know what? I love your point. The value to me here is energy. And, you know, Atlas Surveys over there may not sign a contract at the show today, but they're contributing to uplifting. A rising tide lifts all boats,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So again, hopefully, you know, we got your audio, but just if you don't mind, Sheldon, introduce yourself again.
Absolutely. My name is Sheldon Handcock. I'm a councillor with the Town of Gander, and I'm chair of the Public Safety and Protective Services Committee.
And your background is?
My background is IT security, so I'm a certified information system security professional by trade. I work with National Defence doing IT security, and I do consulting for businesses around town as well.
Well, I can tell you this, that I understand why both of you are so optimistic. I had several of the prospectors that were responsible for the newfound gold find, and they were telling me, Norm Mercer, who's a prospector, saying there's about 1,000 people employed in the mining industry right now. They anticipate another 2,000 in the next 5 to 10 years. And mining, prospecting, gold mines, whatever mines they're looking for, they anticipate the next 50 years there will be mines found. How does that make both of you feel?
A little doughy-eyed, actually, because we're like deer in the headlights here with what we have going on here in Gander at this present time. Only for it to grow and grow and grow, and this is what we're hearing from people from Newfound Gold and others in the industry, that this is only the tip of the iceberg, and we're very excited on where this is going to take us, with a little bit of cautious optimism that we're going to be able to meet the expectations in terms of housing and those sorts of things, which will be a challenge. But we're up to the challenge, we're up to new ideas and innovative ideas to address those challenges. So I look forward to talking to people in the industry and talking to people with government to try and make this a mining hub, if you will.
It's a different shift for us too, because Gander has historically been a service town. So we serviced, towns out around the bay.
Right.
And I mean, we're looking at a service district of somewhere 70 to 90,000 people. So I mean, with the airport here, we've been, strong airport history, but no real actual industry per se in Gander. So now this is a really big shift from being a service to having, a lot of booths around here that may be coming in to help service our town as well. It's very odd.
And we see the spin-off effect of Newfound Gold and the gold rush, I'll call it. With local businesses who have already been in existence, but we're also finding that there are new businesses coming to Gander to help service the mining industry. And so we continue to grow. I mean, apart from the mining industry, Gander is the only community off the Northeast Avenue that has had growth in the last 20 years, 23.1% since 2001.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. So we like to keep the momentum going. We like the idea of, we went to the open house with Newfound Gold there a couple of weeks ago, and I was in awe of all the young people who are employed with Newfound Gold. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is incredible for all these new families, these young people to be coming into our community.
And so excited.
Excited. They are beyond, they're giddy.
So that was an event that made us, very excited in the area, saying what's really going to come. But this today, I mean, I was in here yesterday while they were setting up booths, and I got a little shiver up my spine. And there was really not a big lot of people here, but you could see what was potentially going to happen. And here today, it's swarming with people, and it's just excellent.
Well, I tell you, we do a show up in Halifax. It's a big show. This is actually busier than that show. More booths at that show. It seems like there's just, I don't know if the whole community's come out or what. It just seems like a lot of people, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. We do get a lot of support from our community, I have to say. When Gander, comes up with something new, or there's new ideas, or a new business opens up, such as Newfound Gold, there's a lot of local people that went to that opening. So, we really do get a lot of support from our community. So, we're very thankful for that.
So how long have you both been on a similar term on council, or?
No, I was elected in 2017 as deputy mayor.
Yep.
And I got re-elected in 2020.
And yourself?
Brand new term in 2021, first-time councillor. And I'm actually the only one on council that's a first-time councillor, so I was completely green.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let me explore that. You're sitting there, you married?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you say, I'm going to do this, lots of support, or you're crazy? What?
No,
Both.
no, lots of support, but you're crazy.
A little bit of both.
Lots of support at home. My family is really excited for me to do this, and it's very different from what I was, used to with the chamber, and just working with National Defence. Not a big lot of town integration in my work. You can't talk to anybody about a lot of what you do and everything. So this is a little bit different, but I love it. It's awesome, and especially at a time like this.
Someone said to me one time, anyone who puts their hat in the ring, they get up every morning wanting to do a good job. Now, most people want to get up and do a good job, but politicians in particular, there's so much optimism oozing from both of you. I get why you're doing what you're doing, And it's not easy. You've been on since 2017, right through COVID.
Right through COVID. That was a challenge. It was a challenge, but we persevered. We have amazing staff at the Town of Gander, and we have an amazing IT department that got us up and running within a day. After the shutdown. So, I don't know what to say other than, as a group, as an organization, we are very excited about things that are going to be coming, and we like the momentum of moving forward, trying to row in the same direction, and everybody has their own vision. As long as we're rowing in the same direction, I think we'll be okay.
But it helps that we like each other too.
Yeah.
That's important. Well, I think I actually work in the newspaper. You're a beacon. You're a beacon of light. Yeah, I know. No pun intended. But so that optimism is important for this province. St. John's is St. John's. I grew up there. Blah blah blah. Rural Newfoundland needs that economic boost, and I'm sensing it's coming. And we got to your point, and I saw the mayor on TV the other day. We got to be ready for the challenges.
That's right.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So we've got a pretty good idea of what's coming, and we're working on things, and we got things going on in the periphery, and so we hope we can meet the challenge, and I think we will. And through partnerships, you can't be in your own silos. Everybody needs to pull together and make it happen. And I think we're in a good place.
Well, I can tell you this, that the energy level here today, and I've been back and forth to Gander for a decade, and I can see the change. I really can see it, and it's exciting. I'll tell you, as we drove in this morning, I have my 19-year-old and my 16-year-old with me. And as we're coming in by the airport, the 19-year-old goes, "They got a Harvey's here now." He got so excited. Anyway, it's that was a little anecdote for you guys.
Yes,
it's there's so much, and all the car dealerships have all cleaned up their operations. They look beautiful. It's really well done.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing where you're all going to take it. So thanks for joining me today, and we're here at Minex, Central Minex 2023 with two councillors leading the charge. This trade show wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for these two people and everyone else on council. So thank you very much.
Thank you.